excited, and I'm going on live earlier and earlier. Right. Make sure that's in screen. It is. Are you at the top of the list? Because you got 2 right. No. So tomorrow, hi Sue. Tomorrow, I'm taking a day off. It's supposed to be really nice, and I'm going to spend pretty much the entire day trying to plant my seeds because I think I can plant some of my veggies, if not all of them. And I've also bought flowers too. So yeah, I'm taking the day off. I asked my boss, she was really nice, and she approved that. So the next class will be on Friday at noon, same time. More riddles, bad dancing, maybe even a magic trick this time. So yeah, we'll start off in our, oh, it's not even noon yet. I've got to wait. I'm jumping the gun. So excited. So I'll just drink some coffee. Someone asked me a question. What's my favorite color? Red, sometimes royal blue. I like long walks on the beach. Sunshine. Anyways. Georgie already heard me say this, but I'm bleaching my house like every 5 days, like full on bleaching. I'm not even leaving the house. Why am I doing that? I don't know. But yesterday it was toxic in here. I was like, I am not going to die of the Rona. I'm going to die of toxic bleach inhalation. So I need to, slow my roll on that, even though I love bleach. Thanks, Jude. Foxy Coxie's in the house. Yes, red is a power color. And I like it. I like it a lot. So 3 minutes to showtime. Whoop, whoop. Can you see that I'm perching on a stool? I'm perching. Perch. Yeah. And I still, when it gets warmer out, I still want to figure out how I can do this outside because I think that would be super fun. But I'm thinking that maybe my neighbors would be annoyed with my music. Oh, can I just tell you? Can I just tell you? Oh my God. So I couldn't sleep. This was earlier this week. And you know those fun like air dancer guys that people use to like advertise? Well, I couldn't sleep and I went on to eBay and I put like air dancer, air puppet, whatever. And I found this giant blue one. It was like 20 quid or something, like 20 quid. And it's like 6 meters tall. And I'm like, what a bargain. So I bought it. And then I read the description. It obviously doesn't come with the air blower. So the guy already processed my payment. I couldn't even cancel it. So I'm going to have a 20-foot deflated air puppet. Woo! Like, what in the world am I going to do with that? So at least my friend Laura, she likes to jump out of planes. And so she said that there's a way they can hook it up to their apparatus. So I'm probably going to donate it to her. Anyways, air puppets are not 20 pounds. That does not include the air blower. So don't be silly like me. Just crazy things that go through my head when I can't sleep. But 11:50, 12 o'clock, right on time, right. We're going to start off in our centering pose so we can get all calm and zen. So everybody come back to their mat. And we're going to come to a seated position, bringing your knees the width of the mat. Sit back onto your heels. Try to visualize your belly button going towards your spine. That will help you send your chest up a little bit higher. Rest your hands on your thighs. Take a deep breath in. Send your chest up a little bit higher. On the exhale, keep your mouth closed, pressing the air through the back of your throat. Inhaling again, sending your chest up a little bit higher this time. And on the exhale, press your tongue to the top of your mouth and try to create an audible breath. Feel some heat in the back of your throat. Inhaling again, sending your chest up a little bit higher. And on the exhale, walk your hands to the very top of the mat that you can reach. Spread your fingers wide. Maybe inch your fingers forward. That's going to start stretching out your shoulders, and rest your forehead on the mat. Maybe press into the mat till you can feel the top of your bum on your heels. You can also bring your knees closer together, arms by your side if that's more comfortable. Allow the thoughts in your mind to calm and bring your attention to your breath, equaling out your inhales and your exhales, allowing yourself to come into the present moment. Maybe tent your fingertips. Take 5 more deep breaths in. Two more deep breaths. And then slowly come up to tabletop. We're going to come straight into threading the needle. Couple different variations here. You can thread the right hand through, right ear comes to the mat. Look underneath your left armpit towards the ceiling. You can pick up that left hand and wrap it around. You can also lift the left leg, point the toes towards the mat. Take 3 breaths here. Keep your fingers spread wide. Maybe reach back behind you, letting the weight of your arm that's extended open up your chest a little bit more. Keep pressing the heel to the back of the room. And then bring the knee back down. Bring your hand back down. And then we're going to walk the hands back. Bring the hands behind you. Sit nice and tall. Interlace the fingers. Press the knuckles to the back of the room. Send the chest forward. And on the exhale, fold over your knees. Bring your forehead to the mat. And keep the arms lifted, pressing the knuckles towards the ceiling. Sway side to side. And then release the hands. Bring your hands back to tabletop. Thread the left hand through the right side of the body. Again, couple different options. Bring the right hand up, reach behind you, wrap it around, tuck it into your hip crease. You can also lift the left leg. Point the toes towards the mat. 3 breaths. Looking up towards the ceiling, keeping the fingers spread wide. And if you roll out of this, just reset it. Keep pressing your tongue to the top of your mouth. And on the exhale, bring the hands down. back to tabletop. Shoulders stacked over the wrist, hips in line with the knees. Look forward, take a deep breath in. On the exhale, drop your chin towards your chest, arching the upper back. Inhale, come to cow pose, letting the stomach go towards the mat. Look up to the ceiling. One more round of cat and cow, chin to chest. Exhale. Send the chest towards the thighs and press your heels down. Begin to shift your weight from left to right and move your heels up and down, continuing to warm up the body. Let the head hang heavy in between your biceps. Start with yes and no, shaking it so you're not holding any tension in your head, neck, or shoulders. And every inhale, still visualize your belly button going towards your spine. It's going to help you take a nice deep breath in. And then slowly walk your feet towards your hands. Bringing the big toes together. We're going to bend the knees a lot. We're going to come to the tippy toes. Keep your fingers on the mat. And then we're going to bring the arms up over our head. Or you can bring them to heart center. Stay here for 3 breaths. Press the palms together. Find a focal point in front of you. And on the exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Lead with the hips back up to a folded position. Inhale for a halfway lift. Looking forward, your spine should be straight, so everything should be on a right angle. On the exhale, bring the hands to the calves and pull yourself in. Inhale, release the calves. Bring the arms all the way up. Take a deep breath here. Reach. On the exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Take another deep breath in. Press the palms together. Again, if you want a little bit more, send the hips forward. Reach back behind you. On the exhale, bring the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Press the knuckles to the floor. And then no. And then release the hands back down. Take opposite elbows with opposite hands for ragdoll. And let the weight of your upper body fold you a little bit more towards your knees or your thighs. Two more deep breaths. And then let the fingertips come to the mat. Step back to a high plank position. Take a deep breath here. Press the heels to the back of the room. And then lower everything to the mat. That's first option for vinyasa. Inhale for baby cobra. Exhale, bring the chest back to the mat. Curl the toes under, send the hips high. Inhale, step the right foot through to your thumbs. Come to kneeling on the left knee. Untuck the toes. Swing both arms up. Take a deep breath here. 5 breaths. Maybe point fingers back behind you. Send the hips forward on every exhale. And send the knee out to the side, allowing your hips to drop towards the mat. Last deep breath. And on the exhale, bring the hands framing the front foot. We're going to sink back to our left heel. Right toes pop up. Or you can bring yourself to the mat. Whatever's comfortable. Inhale here, look up to the ceiling. Keep the toes pointed back towards you. Walk the hands down. 6 breaths. You can hold the back of the ankle. You can bend the knee. Just send the chest forward. 2 more deep breaths. Then walk the hands back up. Help yourself back up, framing the front foot, curl the back toes under, right foot meets the left. High plank position again. Second option for vinyasa, engage the abs, press into the mat, keep the fingers spread wide. On the exhale, dropping knees, chest, and chin. Inhale for baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Last deep breath in, filling up chest, back, and belly with air. Open your mouth and let your breath go. Inhale the left leg forward. Come to kneeling on the right knee. Untuck the toes. Swing the arms up. 5 more deep breaths. Continuing to warm up the body. Maybe point fingers back behind you. Two more deep breaths. And on the exhale, fold over the front leg. Sink back to the back heel or come to the mat. Whatever is more comfortable or a block. Point the toes back towards your chest. Look up to the ceiling. Fill up with breath. Walk the hands down. Hold on to the foot, the back of the ankle, or the big toe, helping your head down towards your knee. You can bend the knee. 5 more deep breaths in total. Two more deep breaths. And on the exhale, walk the hands back up. Come off of kneeling, curl the back toes under. Left foot meets the right. Third option for vinyasa. Deep breath in. On the exhale, come to a low plank position. Your elbows should be touching your ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Try to engage your abs to get you back to downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale, coming to the tips of your toes. Exhale, bending your knees. Look forward, step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, coming to chair pose. Continuing to build some heat with the toes. Sink the hips lower than your chest. Your biceps are by your ears. Get the pinkies together. Keep sinking down. Look up to the ceiling if you can. 2 more breaths. On the exhale, we're going to swing the arms back. Come to your tippy toes. Glue your thighs together. Set the chest forward. Take 3 more deep breaths. Keep reaching back with the fingertips. Pull the belly button in. On the exhale, fold forward. Bring the heels down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or jump to the back. Your choice of vinyasas. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg high. Right knee's going to touch the right tricep. Inhale, bring it high. On the exhale, bring it through. Round down the back foot. Heel and arch of the foot are in one straight line. Sink as low as you can, sinking the hips towards the mat. Sending the right knee out to the side. Warrior 1. 5 breaths. Keep reaching. One more deep breath. Sink a little bit more. Keep the legs where they are. Open up the arms. Warrior 2. One more deep breath. Sink a little bit more. Squeeze shoulder blades together. On the exhale, turn the feet to the front and bring the wrists together. On the exhale, turn the toes to the back of the mat, or the left toes to the back of the mat, and sink down. Warrior 2, left side. 5 breaths. Keep squeezing, keep sinking. One more deep breath. On the exhale, take the bend out of the knee, tap the wrist, come back to warrior 2, sink as low as you can. Flip the hand, left hand will go down the back leg. Come to the tippy toes, 1 breath. Reverse warrior. On the exhale, cargo the hands down. Right foot meets the left. Vinyasa through. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high. Left knee to the left tricep. Inhale, bring it high. Step it through. Warrior one. Sink the hips and the left knee out to the side. Raise the arms. Sink the hips on the exhale. Keep reaching, fingers spread wide. One more breath. Open it up to warrior two. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Reach front and back at the same time. 5 deep breaths. Sink a little bit more. One more breath on the exhale. Come out of kneeling. Tap the wrist. Right hand goes to the back. Toes point to the back of the mat. Sink 5 breaths. Last deep breath. Squeeze shoulder blades together on the exhale. Tap the wrist. Come back to warrior two. One breath. Flip the hand. Reverse warrior. One breath here. Cartwheel the hands down. Left foot meets the right. Vinyasa through. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming to the tips of your toes. Exhale, bending your knees. Step or jump to the top. Inhale, coming to chair pose. One breath. Reach. Come to the tippy toes. Shoulder blades down the spine. Deep breath here. And on the exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or jump to the back. Vinyasa through. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 2 breaths. Repeating the sequence. 1 breath, 1 movement. Inhale the right leg high. Right knee to the nose. Squeeze it against your chest. Keep the foot flexed. Arch your back. Press it high. Then bring it through. Warrior one. Take 1 breath. Sink the hips. Open it up to warrior two. Take a deep breath. Squeeze shoulder blades. Take the bend out of the knees. Come to warrior two to the back. Sink the hips. Then bring the hands back up. Come back to warrior two. 1 breath. Flip the hand. Left hand goes down the legs. Come to the tippy toes if you want. Sink the hips. Cartwheel the hands. Right foot meets the left. Vinyasa through. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg high. Left knee to the nose. Squeeze. Inhale, bring it high. Exhale, bring it through. Warrior one. 1 breath. Open it up. Warrior two. Sink the hips. Take the bend out of the knee. Tap the wrist. Warrior two to the back. 1 breath. Sink the hips. Take the bend out of the knee. Tap the wrist. Back to warrior two. Flip the hand. Reverse warrior. Come to the tippy toes. Cartwheel the hands down. Left foot meets the right. Vinyasa through. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. Repeating the sequence. Shake your head. Gently press your chest towards your thighs. 1 more deep breath in. Open your mouth and let your breath go. Inhale, coming to the tips of your toes. Exhale, bending your knees. Step or jump to the top. Chair pose again. Sink as low as you can. On the exhale, come to the tippy toes. Shoulder blades down the spine. Reach back behind you. Glue the thighs together. On the exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or jump to the back. Vinyasa through. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Straight into the right. Inhale the right leg. Right knee to the left tricep. Squeeze. Inhale, bring it high. On the exhale, bring it through. Warrior one. Sink as low as you can. Open it up, warrior two. Squeeze. Tap the wrist. Warrior two in the back. Focus is over the fingers. Take the bend out of the knee. Come back to warrior two. Flip the hand, reverse warrior. And on the exhale, fold over your front leg. Right foot meets the left. Vinyasa through. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high. Bring the left knee to the right tricep. Try to touch it. Inhale, bring it high. And on the exhale, bring it through. Warrior one. Sink as low as you can. We're nice and warm. Open it up to warrior two. Take the bend out of the knees. Tap the wrist. Warrior two to the back. One breath. Tap the wrist. Come back to warrior two. Flip the hand, reverse warrior. Come to the tippy toes. Cartwheel the hands down. Left foot meets the right. Vinyasa through. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to repeat the sequence one last time, adding on one more pose. Last, deep breath in, filling up chest, back, and belly with air. Open your mouth and let your breath go. Inhale, coming to the tips of your toes. Exhale, bending your knees. Step or jump to the top. Inhale, chair pose. Sink as low as you can. Lift the toes, then come to the tippy toes. Glue the thighs together. Reach the chest forward. And then fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or jump to the back. Vinyasa through. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Straight into the right. Last time. Reach. Right knee comes to the nose. Squeeze. Inhale, bring it high. Step it through. Warrior one. Sink. Open it up. Warrior two. Squeeze shoulder blades. Take the bend out of the knee. Tap the wrist. Warrior two to the back. Sink. Tap the wrist. Come back to warrior two. One breath. Flip the hand. Reverse warrior. And on the exhale, bring the heel down. Right hand comes to the inside. The elbow can touch the inside of the knee, or you can take a bind. Left hand goes in the back pocket. Right hand reaches under. Keep a strong bend in the front knee. Or press open the hips. 3 more breaths wherever you want to go. One more deep breath in. And on the exhale, bring that hand down. Spin onto the ball of the back foot. Right foot meets the left. Vinyasa through. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high. Last time through the left. Left knee to the nose. Squeeze, flex the foot. Inhale, bring it high. Then bring it through. Sink as low as you can. Warrior one. Open it up to warrior two. Send the knee out to the side so that the hips are square. Take the bend out. Warrior two to the back. One breath. Take the bend out of the knee. Tap the wrist. Sink. Put the hand. Reverse warrior. One breath. And on the exhale, bring the heel back down. Left hand to the inside of the foot. Right hand reaches. Or a bind. Hand goes in the back pocket. Left hand reaches under. Look up to the ceiling. 5 breaths. Deep breaths. Keep a strong bend in the front knee. And on the exhale, release the hands. Left foot meets the right. Vinyasa through. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shift your weight from left to right. Take 3 breaths. Slowly walk your feet to the top of the mat. Bring the big toes together. We're going to come up all the way, bring the hands together, then bring the hands to heart center. Take a deep breath here. And then bring the hands back up to a baby back bend. Reach back behind you on the exhale. Fold forward. Inhale, coming into chair pose. Take a deep breath. Sink as low as you can. Lift the toes. Bring the hands to heart center. There's a challenge that you can do if you want. We're going to do a twist. The left tricep goes on the outside of the knee. Press the palms together. You can slowly pick up the left leg. So either staying with both feet, pressing off the knee, or opening the arms. 5 breaths. Two more breaths. And then bring your hands back to heart center. If the leg is lifted, keep it lifted. And if it's not lifted, lift it. Send it back. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Bring the arms up. Maybe a baby back and sink the hips. One more breath. And on the exhale, take the bend out of the knee. We're going to reach forward with our hands by our ears, our arms by our ears. Both legs are straight. Your focus is forward. Pivot pinkies together. Pull the belly button in. Keep reaching. One more breath. And on the exhale, you can hop the back leg in if you want. We're going to fold over the knee. 5 breaths in pyramid pose. Shake your head so you're not holding any tension here. 2 more deep breaths. And on the exhale, put a bend in the front leg. Right foot meets the left. Vinyasa through. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming to the tips of your toes. Exhale, bending your knees. Step or jump. Straight into chair pose this time. Sink as low as you can. Lift the toes. Bring the hands to heart center. Twist. 5 breaths. You can also lift the leg. Open the arms. Go wherever you want to go. Find a focal point. Press your tongue to the top of your mouth. 2 more deep breaths. And then bring the hands back to heart center. Keep the leg lifted. Send it back. Swing the arms up. Take a deep breath here. Sink the hips towards the mat. And on the exhale, take the bend out of the leg, the front leg. Reach forward. Pivot pinkies together. Your focus is forward. 5 breaths. Keep reaching. Pivot pinkies together. Pull your belly button in. 2 more breaths. And then bring the hands framing the front foot. If you need to hop the back foot in, keep the toes pointed to the front of the mat. Fill up with breath. Then bend the elbows. Let your head come towards your knees. 5 breaths. Two more deep breaths. And on the exhale, put a bend in the front leg. Left foot meets the right. Vinyasa through. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths to get a sip of water. Gently press your chest towards your thighs. We're going to move on to a balance sequence next. Two more deep breaths. Inhale, coming to the tips of your toes. Pull your belly button in. Bend your knees, look forward, step or jump to the top. Inhale, swing both arms all the way up, maybe a baby back bend. On the exhale, we're going to bring the hands to heart center. 3 balance poses in a sequence. So I'll cue you into doing this. So we're going to start off in tree pose. Find a focal point in front of you. We're going to root down the right foot and bring the left knee perpendicular to the standing foot. You can keep the foot on the floor or bring it to your calf or all the way up to your hip crease. Bring the hands to heart center. Take a deep breath here. Bring the arms out. Chest is open, or you can bring the palms together. 4 more deep breaths. Last deep breath. Bring the hands back to heart center. Keep the bent leg up. We're going to bring it out. Flex the foot. Pivot on your right hip. Bring the arms out. Press away the floor. Find a focal point in front of you still. Lift the leg a little higher. 4 more deep breaths. One more breath. And on the exhale, bring the right hand to the mat or to a block. Then open up the left hand. Flex the foot, half moon pose. Stack the shoulder blades, 4 more deep breaths. Yes, your calf should be burning. One more breath. And on the exhale, bring the foot back down. Big toes can come together. Hold the back of your calves. Pull yourself in. Release the hands. Heel toe the feet to hip distance. Hold on to the big toes. Look forward. Pull the belly button in. On the exhale, let yourself fold forward. Let your head hang heavy. Sway side to side. If you need a bend in your knees, that's fine. Just pull on from your big toes and get it to increase the pose by pulling. 2 more deep breaths. And then release the big toes. Heel toe the feet back together. Bend your knees a lot. Bring the hands behind your heels. Drag the fingertips forward and all the way up. Take a deep breath or a baby back bend, reaching with the fingertips on the exhale. Bring the hands to heart center. Shifting the left foot down, rooting it down. Bring the knee out to the side. Tree pose on the other side. Press your tongue to the top of your mouth. Fill up with breath. Bring the arms out or up. 5 deep breaths. Keep taking those deep breaths. Then bring the hands to heart center. Keep the bent leg up. Slowly pivot on your left hip. Flex the foot. Bring the chest forward. Lift the leg a little higher on the exhales. 4 more breaths. Two more breaths. And on the exhale, bring the left hand to the mat or to a block. Open up the right hand. Flex the foot. Look up to the ceiling. Lift the leg a little higher. 4 more deep breaths. And on the exhale, bring that hand back down, followed by the foot. Oh my gosh, my calf. Step back to a high plank position. Look forward, press the heels. And on the exhale, we're going to come to our forearms. Stay here for 3 breaths. Engage your abs. And on the exhale, come back up. Slowly bring the knees to the mat. Cross them at the ankles. Bring the legs out. We're going to extend the legs. Point the toes, the fingers to the top of the mat. behind you. Send your chest up. Take a deep breath. Couple different options with your feet. Either dig your heels in or point your toes. So take a deep breath. Lift the hips. Let the head come back. Keep lifting the hips. 4 more breaths. Last deep breath. And then slowly bring the hips back down. This time bring the soles of the feet to the mat. This is called reverse tabletop. Keep the arms where they are. Fill up with breath again and lift the hips, letting your head come back. 4 more deep breaths. And then slowly lower the hips back to the mat. Hold on to the back of the knees, back of the legs, and pull your belly button in, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Bring the arms by your side and allow the knees to fall to the right and to the left. We're going to do 2 back bending poses with a set of abs in between. So release your spine first, and then we're going to set up by bringing our feet back to the mat. Arms are by your side. You can feel free to do full wheel by pressing the hips up or touching the back of the heels. Keeping on your shoulder blades, fill up with breath. And then send the hips up. Press into the mat with the hands or interlace the fingers. That's going to roll you up a little higher. 4 more deep breaths. Keep pressing. One more breath. And then slowly lower back down. Allow the knees to fall to the right and to the left. Bring the knees to the chest. Rock front and back. And then side to side. Extending both legs the length of your mat. We're going to bring the arms by the ears. Fill up with breath. And on the exhale, we're going to lift the left leg and reach around the leg with the arms. And then on the exhale, slowly lower back to the mat. Inhale, pick up the right leg. Reach, pull the knee towards the chest. We're going to do 5 on each side. So inhale, reach. Slowly bring the foot back. Keep it nice and controlled. One more on each side. I can count today. I'm so proud of myself. And then you're going to set up for one more back bending pose. Feel free to go into full wheel. Just tuck your chin towards your chest when you come down. Fill up with breath. Send the hips high. Keep pressing into the mat, lifting the hips. And then slowly lower all the way to the mat. Take happy baby pose. We're going to go into our inversion pose from here. So think about what inversion pose you want to practice. Rock side to side. Pull the knees into the armpits. So an inversion pose, legs up the wall, reversing the blood flow in the body. Roll up to your shoulders, or plow pose, or deaf man's pose, headstand, or handstand. If you have a blank wall in your house, we're going to hold this for 8 deep breaths. So concentrate on your breathing. Close your eyes and bring your attention to equaling out your breaths, inhales and exhales. And then at the end of your 8th breath, find your way back to child's pose. Finding your way into child's pose from your inversion, reaching your hands to the top of the mat. Tenting your fingertips. One more deep breath in child's pose. Slowly coming up to tabletop and finding your way into downward facing dog. Just our hip openers and then our final relaxation pose. Inhaling the right knee behind the right wrist. A block can go underneath your left thigh or your right bum cheek. Walk the hands back, take a deep breath, and then fold over your front leg. We're going to be here for 8 deep breaths. Try to stay in a centered position. The more parallel the shin is to the top of the mat, the more intense this pose is.
In the shadows, I see flame. In the sunsets, I see rain.
Take a few more deep breaths
In
here.
my reflection, I see pain. Hidden by the way I always say your name. So move.
Slowly walk your hands back up. Curl the back toes under. Send the right leg high and draw some circles in the air. Or bend the knee, draw circles in the air.
But I don't want to see you fall. I don't want to hear you cry.
And bring that leg back down. Step the left knee behind the left wrist. Right leg goes long. Walk can go underneath your bum or your right thigh. Walk the hands back, fill up with breath.
You can say I'm
Then let the hands come forward. Bring your forehead to the mat.
I'm breaking cages for you.
8 deep breaths here.
I'm turning pages for you. So move a little closer to me. So move a little closer to me. But I don't want to see you fall. I don't want to hear you cry. I just want to see those eyes coming back from me.
4 more deep breaths. Slowly walking the hands back up. Curl the back toes under, send the left leg high. Find some movement to release any tension in your hip joint. And then come back down to downward facing dog for one final deep breath, gently pressing your chest towards your thighs. Come to your knees, cross your feet at the ankles.
I don't want to hear you cry. I just want to see those eyes coming back from me.
Slowly coming to your back, allowing your knees to fall to the right and to the left. Releasing your spine. And then extend both legs the length of your mat. Bring your arms by your side, palms will face up. Beginning with your forehead all the way to your toes. Start to relax every muscle in your body. Letting your breath go to a natural pace. Closing your eyes. And finally releasing your tongue from the top of your mouth.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its scenes while I was living. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone. Neath the halo of a street lamp, I turned my collar to the cold and damp. When my eyes were still by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without thinking. People hearing without listening. People writing songs and voices never shared. No one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fools said, are you too loud? Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I teach you. Take my arms that I reach you. On my words, like silent raindrops fell. It grows in the silence, and the people bowing to the neon god in the silence shouting his morning. And the words that it was morning. In the silence and the words of the prophets are regardless of where you are. Challenge falls, and whispers of silence.
Begin to deepen your breath and bring some small movements back to your body by wiggling fingers and toes. Roll your wrists and your ankles. Take a deep breath in and move both arms by your ears. Take a full body stretch. And on an exhale of one of your breaths, rolling onto your right side, cradling your head with your right arm. Keep your eyes closed and pull your knees to your chest. Pause here in a moment of gratitude. And when you're ready, push yourself into an easy seated position. We'll take one last breath together. Inhale your hands up high. Palms will meet. Exhale your hands to heart center. And together we say, Namaste. Thanks, guys. And Namaste translates to my energy source bows to your energy source. And after this is all over with, I think we should do namastes instead of handshakes. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hannah! So yeah, tomorrow, if you go to my Facebook page, I think there's like 4 classes in my YouTube page. I need to figure out how to transfer those over. I think there is a way. But if you go to my Facebook page, I think I have like over 10 classes saved there. So if you've missed any, tomorrow is your time to pick one that you want to do. No problem, Foxy Coxy. Because tomorrow I'm taking a day off. Day off. Oh my. Why do my arms look so? Look at the guns. Look at the guns. Yes. So thanks for joining me today, and I will see you on Friday. Friday, Des, Friday. And more jokes, riddles, maybe even a magic trick on Friday. I said like a million times. But love you guys. Take care. Get outside. Get some fresh air. Have a barbecue maybe tomorrow. Right. I'm going to stop the YouTube stream. Bye, YouTubers. I don't even know who's on. End. But the camera's still on.